Hi everyone. I hope you had an amazing weekend and you got to get out and enjoy the nice fall weather. And so I got to go biking and went for a couple of walks and around planning for this week. All right, so I just wanted to kind of compare some different measuring tools that we use to measure distance. And so the first one is when we measure distance in the metric system. So here is our ruler. So you can kind of tell here it says centimeters. Okay, that would be the metric. Okay, and there are 10 spaces, or we call them millimeters. And these big numbers here are centimeters. Okay. So you'll notice on this ruler, there's 30 centimeters, okay? Now on your ruler, it might go have a couple of millimeters after. It just depends on the ruler, okay? Then you might, so that's 30 centimeters. Then here we have a meter stick, okay? So these numbers here are centimeters, and all our dashes or all those spaces in between are millimeters. Now notice I say spaces, and there's a reason. When we go to graduated cylinders, it's easier to calculate the milliliters if you count spaces. So that's why I try to help you when you get that far, okay? So here's one, so here's 10 centimeters, 20 centimeters, 30 centimeters. Now you're probably thinking, how many millimeters are in 1 centimeter? There's actually, let's see, right, we'll count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. So if we had 50 centimeters, that would be what? So if we had 50 centimeters, that would be right here. How many millimeters? So we'd go 50 times what? 10, which would, there's 500, okay, millimeters in 50 centimeters. So they equal, right? Okay. So on a meter, so a meter stick has 100 centimeters, which if you get stuck, think about it. The prefix cent means 100, right? I think I talked about that in the class notes, like 100 cents, 100 years in a century, okay? So this is 1 millimeter is 100 centimeters, or how many millimeters? So 100 times 10 would be 1,000, which would mean millimeter, okay? Milli meaning 1,000, okay? Another tape measure you might have at your house is one of these, okay? And so this one is a measuring tape probably that your mom and dad have out in the garage. Works just as well, okay? So feel free to use that. Now let's say you don't have any of these things at your house. What you can do, oops, this side. What you can do is you can go to your Google Chrome, go to your Chromebook, and into this week's lessons. If you go down, I have included a ruler app, and you can actually open up a digital ruler that will be accurate. And then when you're measuring things for your exploring lab, you can just put things up to the screen. So there's no excuses to not be able to read it. But if you have a hurdle that you can't figure out, email me, or we can Google Hangout if you wanted to meet with me and practice. I am more than happy to meet with you. All right? I hope that helps. So now what you're going to do is you are going to do this worksheet that's called What's the Best Answer? Okay, and it's going to give you an everyday object, and then it's going to tell you which one is probably the best answer. So one more time, this is 1 meter. Okay, a kilometer's about 1.3 so if you have 5 miles, it's like 3 kilometers, 3.1 kilometers. Okay, so just to kind of get that into your mind, a kilometer is pretty big. It's the biggest of the measurements for the metric system. And so it's just practicing, getting you to think about which one is the most appropriate answer. All right, so when you bring up that worksheet, you're gonna click to the left of the number there, and when you do that, there'll be like a little invisible box, and then you're just gonna type your answer in, and then you're going to submit it to me, and I'm going to grade it. All right, let me know if you have any questions. All right, see you next time. Bye.